So there is a thing called primary snoring where you just snore and it's not really affecting your health, and that's fine. And some people snore more if they're sick because, again, it's affecting airflow through their airways, and so that is going to be a temporary snoring. So that's fine. That's one category. Snoring can affect your health more if it's affecting your quality of life and affecting those that you love, that maybe your bed partner or someone else in the house, keeping them from sleep. They come wake you up and elbow you in the side constantly, so your sleep is poor, not because you have sleep apnea, but because someone's elbowing you to get you to roll onto your side constantly throughout the night. So you get poor sleep that way. And of course, snoring is one of the major signs of sleep apnea, which you already had the sleep study, and you know you don't have it, but it's a major sign of sleep apnea. And so if you're snoring, your airway's collapsing on itself and it's causing an obstruction, right? And so if you have that obstruction, that can lead to sleep apnea. Obstructive sleep apnea means you have an obstruction, and then while you're asleep, you have apnea, and apnea means you stop breathing. And so that's what that obstructive sleep apnea is. And when you're not breathing at night, if you just imagine pinching your nose and closing your mouth and taking a deep breath in, you create this big vacuum in your chest. And that vacuum creates a lot of pressure in your chest, which can affect your heart and can affect your metabolism in general, because your oxygen levels are affected in general. And it leads to metabolic syndrome, as we call it, that constellation of weight gain, poor metabolism, and that leads to things like diabetes and high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things can be tied together. And so there's a process of weight gain causes sleep apnea because it narrows your airway, and then sleep apnea causes weight gain, and then it becomes this vicious cycle, that metabolic syndrome. And then of course that pressure not only can in your chest can cause the high blood pressure issue, but it can even lead to heart failure, because if your heart's really pumping against a lot of pressure, it can lead to heart failure. And that, of course, goes without saying, that's not a good thing to have. And then it can even lead to early onset dementia as well, because if your oxygen levels are falling, it's going to affect your brain, right? That's kind of easy to see. And then on a related note for your brain function, if you're not sleeping well at night, you're going to be sleepy during the day, and then you're more likely to fall asleep in scenarios where you really shouldn't, like, for example, when you're driving. So people who drive a lot for a living, that can be very dangerous for them to have untreated sleep apnea, because they're going to be tired while they're driving and more likely to get into a car accident. So really very important to address snoring, especially when it ties into sleep apnea.
Okay.